This just in. The occurrence of an unexplainable phenomenon called bobbling has been cited in the Rains County grocery store. Reports have collected over the span of a few days stating that people who work at the grocery store have started to lose their facial features and become bobbles. This name is based on the sound they make after they fully transform. Official reports state that as time goes on, their facial features completely disappear and they become a bubble-like monster that groups together like a colony.
Well, they look like something that you used to blur, smudge brush in one of them image manipulation programs. Eventually, they transform into a blob animal with, 1 or 2 eyes and some other features. Reports started when a sinkhole swallowed up that retail store. I can't remember that name of that place. That's kind of strange.
Scientists have now discovered this is not a disease and actually only for people who work at this specific grocery store. They have named this phenomenon GWFD, or Grocery Worker Facial Dysmorphia. Further accounts from local citizens disclose the workers are being more agitated as they help customers. These workers were reported to also climb walls and morph into shadows as they enter the dark areas of the store. They also make growling sounds. This is only when their facial features were entirely erased. This process usually occurs over 5 days of uninterrupted work. After the 5 days, people reported to hear screams when in close proximity to them. To help solve this issue, the manager of the grocery store has made all employees part-time on a rotational schedule.
We want everyone to be comfortable and be safe. People usually do not lose their features until, the 3rd days, If they are given 2 days off, their facial features return. There's no need for alarm about the bobbling situation, capiche?
As the news of these workers with GWFD unfurls, we will keep you up to date on the story. If you see them in the street, do not treat them differently. Everything will be fine.
A hidden tunnel has been unearthed beneath Rains High School, sending waves of excitement and curiosity throughout the community. The tunnel, which is being researched by a group of geologists and cave diving experts after Dollar General disappeared, has been subject of intense exploration. Over the past week, yet despite their best efforts, the tunnel's depths remain surrounded in mystery. The entrance was discovered inside the Ag Department after new welding equipment was installed in the facility.
I contacted the local authorities when we felt a tremor near the new welding equipment on the south side of the Ag building. We moved the welding booth and found a hole on the inside wall. It led to an old door. As soon as we approached it, the door opened and we heard voices coming from inside.
The trio of experts leading this unprecedented exploration, geologist Reeve Bevins, cave diving specialist Lisa Knife, and underground mapping specialist Brian Small, have ventured deeper into the abyss, hoping to unravel the secrets it holds. The trio's initial discovery was accidental. The first main tunnel leads from the Rains High School Ag Department to the football field.
It's unlike anything we've encountered before. It might have been constructed rather than formed naturally. Unfortunately, we do not have the technology right now to create a tunnel this way. There are no digging or tool marks of any kind.
Kneifel, a veteran cave diver known for her courage in exploring the world's most complex underwater cave systems, was initially hesitant about joining this team.
Cave diving has taught me to expect the unexpected, but this is beyond anything I could have imagined. The caves have a bioluminescent quality that allows them to brightly glow 24 hours a day. The color is sort of a greenish yellow.
Over the past week, the exploration team faced more strange phenomenons. Reverberating through the cave are faint whispers and otherworldly chants heard in different chambers in the ungrounded structure.
Brian Small, using his cutting-edge mapping technology and his firefighting skills, managed to create a preliminary guide of the tunnel's layout for more than a mile. There is still more mapping to be done.
It's like a vast network down there. Small reported the tunnel branches off in many directions. So far, we have found 3 wraiths in the tunnels, but they faded from the view quickly. They're not the source of the chanting.
Local residents have been captivated by the unfolding story, with Rains High School students and teachers alike gathering outside the school to catch glimpses of the experts.
We have blocked off the area where the entrance to the tunnel is, so only the experts can do their thing. We continually hear sounds coming from the area. I cannot describe how odd it sounds, though. It's almost like an unhuman growl, but it does mimic the rhythm of communication. I think there is definitely intelligent life in those tunnels.
The scientific community is equally enthralled as theories about the tunnel's origin and purpose abound. We have a quote from Dr. Nuwan.
This could be a relic of a lost civilization or the passage of an ancient underground city. It's tantalizing. A possibility that history is on the brink of rewriting itself.
Despite the almost unending journey into the tunnel's depths, Bevins, Keenfield, and Small show no sign of discouragement.
We are committed to unraveling the mystery of this tunnel. Every descent brings us closer to understanding what lies beneath our feet.
This is an update from a previous story. The Shadowhounds have formed an unprecedented alliance with the Baja Beast. Scientists say this creature has emerged as the new alpha of the Shadowhound pack. Eyewitnesses report that this pack was last seen standing guard at the mysterious sinkhole under the cover of darkness, raising questions about the purpose of their presence. The Shadowhounds and the Baja Beast were observed departing from the sinkhole at dawn and ran towards Rains High School. Residents of Emory, Texas awoke to an extraordinary scene this morning as the Shadowhounds and the Baja Beast were spotted guarding the area surrounding the sinkhole. These shadowy creatures, long associated with tales of the supernatural, have captivated the imaginations of the townspeople for generations. The Baja Beast, on the other hand, is a more recent addition to resident lore after escaping a local fast food chain. Eyewitnesses recount a chilling scene as the Shadowhounds, with their glowing eyes, trailed behind the colossal and imposing figure of the Baja Beast. Local authorities and experts have been unable to offer any explanation for this sudden alliance, leaving the townspeople questioning what has happened to the decades-old legend of a werewolf protecting Rains County as his territory. The sinkhole, which the Shadowhounds and the Baja Beast were guarding, has slowly been growing bigger. Scientists are still investigating the occurrence based on samples they took last week. Some speculate that it might have mystical or otherworldly properties, contributing to the Shadowhounds and the Baja Beast's interest in protecting it. The local community has mixed feelings about this unusual development, with some expressing fears of impending danger while others are hopeful that the alliance might bring some form of protection or benefit. As the days progress, the Rains High School administration has taken precautionary measures, urging students and staff to remain indoors and avoid any contact with the creatures until more is known about their intentions. As rumors and speculation run rampant, ranging from theories of an impending disaster to claims of the Shadowhounds and the Baja Beast being guardians of ancient secrets, there have been no UFO sightings since the Shadowhounds took watch. With more questions than answers, the mystery deepens, leaving the community bracing for the unknown and hoping for a resolution that will ensure their safety and well-being. Stay tuned for the next edition of WLN.
The local Rains County Library closed after an individual went inside and opened a novel and... It's hard to explain. They said that the thing the story was about came out of the book. Now traumatized individual stated what happened. The individual walked to the library. As they passed the librarian, they noted that she was reading a book about the ocean and its beauty. They then walked through the library to find a book that could interest them. That's when they saw a book that caught their attention. The book, titled Snakes, was shining and had scales. They walked towards the book, then grabbed it, and once they did, they heard a faint hiss coming from the book. Intrigued by the book, the local slowly opened it, and once it was at least a quarter open, the book flung out of their hand. The book fell upside down on the floor. They thought it was weird and went to pick it up, but as they reached, a giant snake slithered out of it. They were terrified. Then they didn't know what to do, but they looked at the librarian. It was gone, and the book she was reading was gushing out with water. The snake was already sliding towards them, so they ran out of the library and contacted us. We are at the local library here in town. We are going to walk in and see what's happening. There are wonderful things everywhere. It looks like something from a fantasy world.
What? Is that the bunny from Bunnytown the book?
In conclusion, we have witnessed that the books from the library have somehow become reality with our world. Anyways, stay tuned for more updates on the library.